Club Nation, everybody, and welcome back to the LiveCraftMine server. I'm feeling very good today, very good. What's funny? While we're here, let's start what I'm going to start. I need these. Thank you. Might as well work and talk at the same time because don't want this to be a incredibly long episode. Although I say that all the time and then end up not meaning it. Yeah, I was looking at my last episode here on the LiveCraftMine server, and I gotta say, it felt more like old times than what I've experienced in quite some time. Oh, these guys. It's so hard to work in the end here with all these guys just looking up at you. Okay, that's not going to work. Yeah, it felt like, I don't know, I'm not quite sure what I did or how it turned out that way, but it felt like old times. I have a feeling perhaps it was due to the fact that I was doing stuff back at spawn again and you know, like, I think that probably was 90% of of why it felt so good that last episode for me anyway. Watching it back, I often go back through the videos that I have rendered and I'll look at them. I keep them on my computer for quite some time. The final renders, not the raw footage. That would be I would require too many hard drives for that. I keep the rendered footage around for a while. Because I actually do go back and watch my own stuff, and I usually tend to watch it on my computer because I get I get the benefit of far better quality than you guys get on YouTube because YouTube re-encodes everything, and it's it re-encodes it to a much blockier, much crappier version. But you know, I'll talk more about some tweaks I'm making to my videos to try to improve some of the quality, hopefully. In the monthly channel update video, if I ever get around to actually recording it. I have the gameplay footage that I will play in the background recorded. I just have not recorded my voice yet. So maybe, possibly, I'll do that after this. We'll see. We'll see how long I ramble on here for. But yeah, some great things going on right now. As you can probably guess, I am working on in the end here. And I'm working on our Enderman farm. I'm actually, this is not my Enderman farm here. This is somebody else's, and I'm actually turning it off because I want to make my own for the server. And I'm making it a little bit further out, so I'm just kind of pushing these guys back here as much as I can so that we can get the benefit of the maximum number of spawns that we can get. Plus, I don't like having all these guys up on this roof here all the time when we're walking by. Oh, this guy. Yeah, I figured that would happen. All right, this happened once before too, when they got pissed off at me and knocked me off the ceiling here. Yep, there we go. All right, that's fine. That's quite fine. All right, at least I didn't lose all my stuff this time by falling out of the world. Oh, I actually, well, I didn't lose all my stuff last time. I've been putting, as you can see, most of my valuables in the ender chest, but I did lose a diamond pick, my work pick, the last time when one of these guys ran after me and knocked me into the void. But that is okay. This time I was able to save some of that stuff, it looks like, hopefully. So we'll head on back over there. And this episode is just going to be me pretty much working a little bit on, or working most of the episode on the Ender farm here. I decided that we're sorely in need of one, given that we don't really, the one that we have is passable, but not ideal. And I've never built one before. So I'm probably doing it all wrong, to be honest, or I'm not putting enough effort into it. Maybe who knows? I'm trying to make it as simple. Ooh, the hell was that? That was like every single pigman in the world just grunted at the same time there. I'm trying not to. I don't want to overcomplicate it. and I don't want to do all the like weird stuff that people tend to do. I just want to have a relatively simple one that we can use just for our own purposes, and also just so everybody can go do their enchanting and all that stuff. And it is for the server, so I have all the materials over there ready to go. So I've got some anvils and some various other things, an enchanting table. I've got an ender chest to donate to the cause and everything else. So it's just a matter of laying it out and getting it to look the way I'm hoping it'll look. Probably will not complete it in this episode, but I just wanted to at least get some progress on it. And honestly, this is going to be more of just me kind of just chatting about stuff. I actually have a topic for a change that I've been wanting to talk about, and I thought, it's a gaming related topic too. It's nothing else. And I was just wondering, I have some thoughts on a subject, and I was trying to figure out where to inject it. Do I wait for Sunday and do it on the Cube Ramblings, or do I just take the opportunity to chat while I do mundane chores here on LiveCraftMine server? And I thought, well, let's have our cake and eat it too if we can. So here we go. We've got all these guys. Oh yeah, I want all these things. Thank you. All of that and all of that too, please. Good. Looks like we got everything. Did I get food out of that? Yep, I did. Very good. Looks like we got everything back that we lost from that freaking bastard. Damn bastard. I need more slabs though. So, what I wanted to talk about is the is this stone here? Yes, this is. Okay, good. There's this thing that I sort of has been on my mind for a while, because I've been just thinking about it as I've been playing various games. And in particular, I've been thinking about it as I've been playing Trove, because there's a certain mechanic in Trove that I'm not entirely sold on yet. I guess I can't do this one. These guys are kind of standing right in the way here. It's not that I'm not sold on the certain mechanic in Trove in the Trove game, but it's and most of you probably have no idea what I'm talking about, and that's fine. But it got me thinking about random loot, right? The concept of random loot in games. Borderlands does it, and Diablo did it, and various others in those genres do it. And by random loot, I mean loot that is, color-coded and also has some random statistics added onto it, right? So, even Divinity kind of has it. Well, actually does have it as well. Divinity Original Sin, that is. And something that's been bothering me about it, and this has bothered me for a while about like random loot in games, is that Cube World does it too, where you end up getting all this loot, which I love. I mean, I love collecting loot and all, but then you end up, it feels like you're playing spreadsheets almost. It's like, oh, okay, well this one is, it's a blue one, but it's not quite as good as the green one I just picked up, because it doesn't have quite the stats that I need for the area that I'm in, maybe. And or for instance, you pick up like a sword and it's plus 15% fire resistance, and you're in an area that all the mobs use, all the enemies use water as their element, and it's like, well, that fire resistance does me no good, even though it's a great sword, and it's like this thing that I want for Christmas. It's still not it is not useful to me in this context. And that's the thing that's always bothered me about the random loot games, is you tend to get things that are just completely out of context and out of character as far as the loot drops go. So I've wondered about that, and I've always thought, the thing that always bothered me about it was it was like you I'm this is a complete ramble right now. There is no script here whatsoever. There is you know, the fact that you have that sort of random loot thing, that always bothers me a little bit, because I'm always there like, oh, I gotta sit in my inventory window now for 20 minutes trying to figure out which one of these is the better one, instead of just instinctively knowing, like, yes, at this point in the game, in this particular realm, in this particular area, I was given something that is sufficiently further along in my progress towards getting the most epic loot ever, right? Oh, somebody's pissed off. Is it this guy? Yep, this guy's pissed off. All right, there we go. We lost all that again. How did he get pissed off? I mean, just at random. It's just like a random guy is like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna get pissed off, and I'm behind you. You weren't looking at me at all. Oh no. All right. Oh, there we go. The server's been doing that from time to time, just lagging out like that. Don't know why. All right, so we lost a lot of building blocks there, as well as an iron pick that wasn't really that important to me. I can make another one here. I don't want to make another diamond pick given what I'm trying to do. So let's just do this and let's get our stuff together here. You know what? I could probably go and show you guys the something else that's back at the recreation center as well. But what am I looking for? I'm looking for sticks here. So yeah, like random loot progression. Like if it's not random, you can kind of tell like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get better stuff, and it's gonna be stuff that's appropriate for the area that I'm in, and then you always know that you don't have to play that game in your inventory. We're like, okay, is this better? Or is this better? Do I wear these or do I wear these? Do I wear these or do I wear these? You know, constantly back and forth. And what got me thinking about it again was there's a game called Trove, and I'll probably talk about it a little bit more later, but you know, in another video. But what am I looking for? Oh, I know what I'm looking for. Oh, I can't enchant anything anyway because I lost all my levels. Dang. So what else am I feel like I'm missing something else here. Is this everything? Oh, I need some more blocks is what I needed. So yeah, I was looking at this game. It's very much like Cube World in spirit. Well, yeah, in spirit, I would say it's like Cube World. In practice, it's anything but like Cube World in my personal opinion. I don't feel like it's as good. But I've been playing that, and one of the like selling points of the game is that random community members can contribute weapons and armor, and it's all custom. You know, they can actually build the armor and weapons in like an editor, and it will, you know, kind of want to reset the time, but oh well. They can build it in an editor, and then it will be available after being approved or whatever. It'll be available to others in the game as random loot. You know, some monster or something will drop it, and then others will get to use your weapon if they want to, and it'll have random modifiers on it and everything else. And it got me thinking more about the whole random loot thing. I was like, you know what? As much as that might be touted as a feature, you know, hey, you can make some custom random loot that the game will, you know, will distribute to people. I also realized, oh, you know what? I have no food, do I? I lost all my food there, I think. Yeah. Oh, no, there's, nope, I left 27 steak in there. Good. Let's take that with us. So, yeah, when you combine that whole random loot thing where, oh, we're going to put random modifiers on your weapons that may or may not make them appropriate for the situation that you're in, or or you have to sit there and kind of look and debate at things. I was kind of thinking that, you know, that sort of diminishes the whole novelty of that, right? It's like, hey, I can create something that looks pretty awesome, but then once the dice roll gets done with it, it looks it's terrible compared to some other crappier weapon. Oh, there we okay. Okay, game. Okay. Settle down, server. Settle down. Yeah, it'll be crappy compared to other things, you know, other weapons that you might already have access to. And then you end up never using it because even if it looks awesome, you end up just not using it. And that sort of, I mean, in my opinion, just really diminishes the whole idea of of having the ability to customize. Oh, is this guy still pissed off? Really? Really? Sounds like this guy is still probably pissed off at me. They have very long memories for some reason. So it felt like if I'm not sure how to evaluate that, right? It's like, oh well, you know, yeah, your weapon is, you spent all this time making one, and everybody can use it, but yeah, they might not use it because there'll be other things that are just better stat wise. And I'm trying to figure out in my head, is that like an actual gameplay feature that we're touting, or is that just a sort of a weird phenomenon that just doesn't seem to defies. Yeah, it's like one kind of goes against the other as far as gameplay mechanics go in my brain, because it's like, oh well, no, actually people probably aren't going to use your thing. I mean, it's one thing that, you know, they might find something that looks better, but then to have something else that is just better stat wise is kind of, I don't know, it feels weird to me in games when you're playing that game. You're playing the game within the game, you know, trying to figure out, okay, what's the best armor that I can wear based upon all this random crap I just picked up, you know? It's sort of like the meta, what do they call it? The min-maxing sort of stuff that I don't know. It just seems very, very strange and odd to me to how that stuff works. Like I feel like the algorithms that generate that loot should be uber smart in these games, where it's just like, hey, you know, I've detected that you are such a high level that I'm not going to give you the crappy thing that I'll give somebody else, or I've detected that you're going to be in it, that this loot has been generated in an area that has monsters that are all earth-based, so maybe I'll give you an earth-based modifier on this weapon here or on this armor. You know, and it feels kind of lazy sometimes. I feel like when I'm looking at these games and watching them on YouTube and everything else, where you sort of just have to. It's like the developers and designers were like, you know what, this is too hard to figure out, so you figure out which one you like better. We're not gonna try to figure it out for you. Our colors may mean what we tell you that they mean, or they may not. A white drop may actually be a red drop, depending on what area you're actually in, or something like that. And it's not that I don't enjoy like all that loot. I enjoy being able to just have randomly generate loot and know that, you know, everywhere I go, I'm not necessarily at the whim of the level designer as to what I get or what I don't get. But in the same breath, I feel like I probably should be at the whim of the level designer sometimes, because, yeah, I mean, it adds to the story when you're going through somewhere and you get certain loot that is, you know, sort of your epic loot thing. And they do have the whole concept of epic loot. It's just, it's used very sparingly in most games, and it just feels like feels like most of the time you spend is just trying to figure out if what you have is any good or not compared to what else you also have. Or, you know, so many times I you know, look through my recordings, and as I'm playing, say, Cube World and whatnot, there's so many times where I spend like 20, 30 minutes at a vendor, just at a storefront, just like going through my inventory and trying to figure out what's crap and what isn't, and getting rid of all the crap. You know, I want a crap button. You know, hey, if this loot is not for my character, can't you just categorize that under some category that just says this is not, you can't possibly use this, and just let me get rid of it, you know, as I would anything else? Is this the guy that is pissed off at me, or I know this guy needs to get a life. All right, let's just walk this way. There we go. And I feel like I want to finish off that top there, but this guy's going to be coming after me, I'm sure. So let me. I'm a bit worried about taking my diamond sword here, because this is going to be a decidedly one-sided battle here. But before I do that, let's clear up the rabble, so I can have a little bit of peace and quiet. All right, and it'll be easier for me to identify which one is actually pissed off. There we go. I also lost the armor that I had, which not a big loss either. I mean, it was kind of crappy to begin with. Ow. Keep standing too close to these guys. Yep. And so that was the topic I wanted to talk about. I don't know why. I just every so often I get these like these mental hijacks that happen where it's like, oh, I gotta talk about this for some reason. I don't know why. I just feel like I do. There we go. That guy out of there, and then this. Oh, who the hell did I look at? There's nobody here, for crying out loud. That guy. That guy. There we go. And let's just finish off this here. Now I know that there's a level up higher here. I think there's one right there, but it doesn't look like there's any Endermen actually spawning on it, so I think we're okay for right now. Or that guy. There we go. And you can get out of my life as well. Alright, so I've effectively, I think, turned this off for now, although there might be some spawning areas up there, but I'm not worried about that. I mostly just want my thing to start working. And, you know, apologies to anybody who was actually in the process of making this. I feel like this has been here for long enough and unfinished that it's about time for someone to step up and do something. And I just wanted to make mine out a little bit further from the mainland so that we don't have all that water crap going on out over there, or don't have a need for all that. Alright, so we're going to try this again. This is going to be a mistake, I know it. But let's go very quietly here. Maybe this guy will do us the favor of... Oh yeah, he's pissed. He is certainly pissed. Okay, come on. There we go. Alright, so far so good. Is there anybody else over here that's pissed off? I think I see one more Enderman down there towards the end, who might be the culprit from last time, maybe. Yeah, there is definitely one there. Okay. Let's be cautious about this, because this is not the best of places to have a battle. Oh, there's a couple of them here. Let's see if one of them comes after me. Okay, those guys just floated off. This guy doesn't seem to be... Oh. Okay. Okay, what's this guy doing? Go. You can fall off the edge there, please. Alright. See what I can do here. Maybe. Something. Kind of just nudge these guys off the edge. Alright, very good. There we go. I think that will be sufficient for now. Alright. Alright. Sorry, I know my commentary is just suddenly terrible, but that's just... I'm trying to hold my breath here a little bit on this tightrope. It feels like a tightrope over nothing, especially with my sword here. I really do not want to lose that if I can help it. So we have that one spawning spot over there for Enderman, but that's fine. That is just fine. And oh yeah, all the Endermen are now spawning right on the soul sand, which is actually a better setup, right? Because we don't have to wait for them. I don't have to wait for them to finally move out of there. I don't have to wait for them to fall down here. We can now just go and kill them right away. So that's good. So I actually I may have improved the efficiency of this. I'm not quite sure. But over here now, I used up all of the stuff that I had there. I do want to put some... what I'm trying to do is make a pyramid underneath the drop area. I think it's a little bit safer over there now, hopefully. So I can take some more of this stuff. Wait, what is that? Oh, that was my silk touch pick. Okay. Which I will need in a minute, I think. I actually don't need the sword, though. Anything that falls down on this thing is going to be pretty well dead, I'd say. Although it might not be the case once I start building the pyramid up, but we'll see. I haven't lined it up entirely anyway, so it's probably not going to be a big deal. I do want to... these half slabs here are really just temporary. I brought this white glass with me because I want to encase this in glass so it looks a little bit cooler. Which I could probably do if I brought... yeah, I brought something to get up here with. So let's do that. And the nice thing about the glass is nothing can spawn on it. So we'll do that, and we'll get all this glass down, at least initially. And nothing can spawn on this either, on the half slabs. The way I have these half slabs, nothing will spawn on them. But I just want to at least start this. So I can probably... I'm going to try to even it out if I can, my placing of the blocks. And I need to be better about this glass, not double placing things like that. But I do have my silk touch pick with me. So yeah, the whole random loot thing was just something I was just thinking off the top of my head, and I'm like, you know what? I need a topic. I need a topic for cube ramblings, or not cube ramblings. Well, I do need topics for cube ramblings, but I need a topic for LiveCraftMine. So might as well take that one out, air that one out a bit. There was also I'm trying to be a little bit more active on the social media stuff and the you know, Steam and all that, you know, forums and developer forums and all that crap. So I thought also, now has anything spawned up here? Hopefully I have some spawns up here. I did see some Endermen spawned up here earlier. I don't know if any have now. Kind of hoping, because yeah, it looks like there might be somebody up here. Yep, there is. Yep, there's an Enderman up there. All right, just wanted to make sure. My idea there is that, as you can see from that long stretch of pathway that I just cleared up with the I just stopped the spawns on. Oh, where'd this guy come from? Oh, he just spawned on there. Really? That's funny. All right, let's Let's get rid of that. Yeah, it's... I was thinking that there were things that were spawning on top of that pathway that I just went and spent all the time putting the half slabs on. And I noticed that the Endermen were spawning at such a rate that they kept pushing each other off. So I thought, well, hey, if I could make something that will cause Endermen to push their brethren off to their death, then I will be in good straits here. I don't know why I was running back there. Oh, I was running back for my silk touch pick, but I don't really... I can clean that up later. I don't need to clean it up now. What I want to do is start the pyramid here. I gotta make sure the pyramid is not anything that they can spawn on either. So where do I want this to start at? Maybe have it start here. And 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There's going to be chests here as well, so is that the way I want to do that? No, I probably want the stairs in the mid. Well, actually, I can put the chests on the side. There's nothing that says I can't do that. So we'll have chests over here, right? So then that means I want this. No. How do I want to do this? I want a block there for right now, I think. I think that's what I want. Let's put some blocks here. All right, and then let's see, how large do I want this? I kind of want it to be, you know, a decent size. It doesn't have to be ridiculously large, but let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, this will be, yeah, let's do 6 and then the stairs on the other side. All right, so this, like that, 2, 3, blah, 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 blah. All right, and then stone bricks again. And then this way will be stairs, like this. All right. And same thing on this side. I have no idea if I'm doing this right. I'm trying to make a pyramid. In case you're wondering. Whether or not I'm doing this right is another story, because I have not figured out anything. So I don't know if I'm... Okay, that's not going to work that way because I want chests under there, right? So... well, no, the chests will be under here. Yes, that will work out. All right, so put the stone bricks here like this, and around here. All right, and then I should be able to start with the stairs some more. Actually, well, I need another layer. Stone bricks. I was trying to think. I wanted to originally do this with cobblestone, but okay, no. So I did this wrong here. I wanted to do this with cobblestone, or not cobblestone. I wanted to do this with quartz, but I'm using all the quartz that I have right now for the rec center, and I don't have enough even for that at the moment. So I'm trying not to waste any of that if I can help it. So do this, and then this. All right, all the way around. Oh, I did this wrong on this side. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I sort of miscalculated the way I was doing things. Oh, how did I mess that up? You see, I feel like I've completely miscounted here. Okay, so now this should be stone bricks, right? I'll actually probably end up hollowing this back out again because I'm going to have hoppers and stuff in here. My idea is, and actually that's probably the thing I'm not taking into account. My idea is to have the Enderman just fall onto here somewhere, which I didn't make this pyramid long enough. That's the thing. All right, it's got to go out longer this way and longer that way. But I wanted to at least get the basic shape down. What the idea is to have the Enderman just fall down onto a platform where they have just one, like a half a heart left. So I probably need to build this platform up higher or bring that platform down. We'll see. And then you can just do your old punchy and have everything, have all the drops fall into the hoppers underneath, and then have on either side here chests that you can go and grab your stuff from. So that is my idea. That's what I'm trying to go for. Whether or not that's actually going to work is another story. I do need to make this come out a lot further than what it currently does, but I think that's I think you guys get the idea, and I'm sort of, I did this more for myself so I could see, so I could get an idea of what's actually in my head. Let me just bring this out further here. And what I was hoping to do as well is have like an offshoot here somewhere, like a hallway that you can go down and do all your enchanting and stuff. So you have basically everything at your fingertips that you need, as well as books. I want to keep some bookshelves, not only bookshelves, but boxes, chests full of books as well, so you can do what you need to do there in that regard. And this can go down one more here. All right, like this. Maybe that as well. All right, very good. Now the pain of this is going to be you have to walk back and forth to hit the Enderman, but you normally have to do that anyway in these kinds of setups. So I figure it's probably not that big a deal. All right, so I think let's put this on ice for a little bit and let these guys despawn. And let's go over really quick. What am I at here? Yeah, it's about normal length for me as far as videos go. Let's head on over very quick to the rec center, and I'll show you what has been going on over there, as well as a nice little present that was sent my way. So let me put all this stuff away and get over there, and then I will be right back with you guys. And I'm back. You can see it's much taller now, and I'm missing a few blocks that I need just for the colored clay there. I just have to get the I have to get the dye. I have the clay, I just don't have the dye. But you can see what I've got so far. Those two panes of glass there in the center where it joins up with the floor, that looks kind of weird. And it's on the other side as well, and I feel like I probably should maybe make those full blocks of glass maybe and see what that looks like and try it out. But that is what I have on the outside here. You can see on, I believe I showed this already, but I have the stripe sort of going on the side of the building now. Probably not the end result of that stripe yet. I might make some improvements to it, but I kind of like the way it's shaping up. It's hard to do the stripe that I was thinking of doing, like the multi-stripe thing, in a blocky a blocky area like this. But that's what I got so far. And you probably noticed looking through this door here, we've been given a present. And I'll be honest with you, as soon as I walked in here and I saw all these pumpkin ladies standing around, I thought, oh, I have a workout gym right now. Well, it turns out I was more right than I thought, as you can see here. End of 1, end of 2, feel the burn, girls. It's from Toad. Very good. Thank you very much, Toad Dude. I appreciate it. I saw this. I walked over here and I was doing some stuff off camera, and I noticed this, and it was my first thought. It was like, oh, I've got dancers now. I've got exercisers. Also, Toad has donated the jukebox because no one actually donated any records to it, but you can see he's got a record in here and a whole bunch of dust. So that's pretty cool. I also have some records that we can play. In fact, I think I have the music off, don't I? So, oh no, that works. It works. Okay. I thought I had turned it off entirely, but apparently the note blocks are a different volume slider. It's actually an appropriate dance routine here. So very, very good. I appreciate that. Still have not done anything out here yet. I have to get all the appropriate lines and everything else drawn, as well as where I'm going to put all of the bleachers and stuff. Well, not bleachers, but something resembling bleachers. I've got the second floor on here. It's actually not a bad record. I don't think I've heard that record all the way through before. I got the second floor here. There is nothing up there right now. And what I need to figure out is where the steps are going to go. I put the steps down here thinking that this will probably be where I have the steps going up, since it's on the opposite ends here. And that seems like the most reasonable thing. So that's probably what I will do once I get these ladies here to shake their buns elsewhere. And so then the upstairs will be, so downstairs will be just sort of the, what would you call it? The sort of lobby, hangout area, very rec area. And then the upstairs will be the actual exercise equipment and everything else. And probably a floor like this, an exercise floor, although it's going to be hard to do that when I've already got the floor down, but we'll see. We'll see. This does look like it'll probably end up, I'll just put carpet up there that's a certain color, and that will be the exercise floor for some of those things. And then down here, the only noticeable change I've made is I've added some lights down inside the swimming pool here. I was thinking of also putting lights on either side, since that is kind of dark too. But right now I've got them just in the center. That was a bit rough as it was. Plus I need some more. I need some more of the glowstone lamps, or redstone lamps, I mean. Which means I need some more glowstone in order to do that. And then obviously still hurting for the quartz, so I have to go on a quartz run at some point to get this whole wall done here, as well as this wall in quartz. And then this downstairs will be effectively done. I might add some more decorative things. Like I was thinking of having sort of a little, I guess, changing room cabana thing. We'll see if I can pull that off in Minecraft. If I have enough room to pull that off. I don't know. Might even put like a little lifeguard stand over here or something, just to give it a little bit of an air of authenticity. And then on the walls, these are not going to be bare walls. I'm going to get some paintings and put paintings up there. So that will work out well. And then we'll have to work on this outside. I'll have some basketball nets with the hoppers and all that stuff going. But I think that will just about do it for this episode on the LiveCraftMine server. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. And I will see you next time.